YouTube is a platform on which content creators can create and upload most types of videos, whether it be a vlog channel or a sports channel. Many people thrive and make a living off of it. But some YouTubers achieve more than the rest and collect millions of dollars a year from it. With this large sum of money, many people begin to buy more luxurious things than they would have been able to afford before, including nice houses, the most up-to-date technology, and one of the biggest things, nice cars. And today, we will in fact be going over the best cars which YouTubers own. To start off, we have Logan Paul, who has made quite the name for himself through his various vlogs and entertaining content. And he is also the brother of Jake Paul, who has done the same thing and has gotten just as much success as him. Logan Paul throughout the years has been in various controversies, but that does not stop him from earning money and buying the coolest cars that he could buy. Throughout the years, Logan Paul has bought various cars and has showed them off, customized them, and driven them all over the place. But most likely the most famous car which he owns is the Yeti, which is a Mercedes-Benz which he absolutely loves, and this car is not cheap either, as it costs a whopping $150,000. But he has also added a pretty unusual and pricey thing to this car, and that thing is a snowplow, which he uses in various videos, and he even drives around town with it. He bought an old rundown school bus as well, and decked it out with the coolest upgrades, which costed him around $50,000, and he also has a pretty sick Sprinter van for around $150,000 as well. And when he's not driving one of these expensive and cool cars, he will drive around in other cars, such as his decked out Dodge Challenger and such. Jake Paul. Next up, we have Logan's brother, Jake, who also has a good taste for cars, but not these big cars which can haul around pounds upon pounds and literally have parties inside of them, but more of the sport car type. He loves Lamborghinis, Porsches, and many of the other types of expensive sports cars. But probably his most loved cars are his Lamborghini Huracan Performante, which is sold at the high price of $280,000, his Tesla Model X, which cost around $135,000, but like his brother, he also has a bulky car which can lug around loads of people, with his custom-made huge truck that costed him around $150,000. FaZe Rug. FaZe Rug is a YouTuber with 16 million subscribers and is part of probably the fastest growing and probably already the most famous group, FaZe. And with all of these views and subscribers coming in from both the FaZe scene and Rug's YouTube channel itself, he most definitely is able to buy some of the most iconic cars out there today. One of his top cars is a Lamborghini Huracan, which costs over $250,000. But not too long afterwards, he traded this car for a Lamborghini Urus, which is not quite as expensive, but for sure looks just as, if not cooler than the Huracan. Other than this car, he has a Range Rover which is listed at just below $100,000, and of course, no one would be surprised if he makes another big car purchase soon. David Dobrik. David Dobrik is known as one of, if not the biggest vlogging YouTubers on the platform. He absolutely loves cars as well, to no surprise, both for himself and for his friends and family, as we've seen him give away cars on several occasions. Over the past couple of years, he's given away nearly 20 cars, whether it be a Tesla, Lamborghini, or just a simple Toyota. And after buying stock in Tesla, it's no surprise that he himself also drives around in a Tesla Model X, which costs almost $150,000. He has not only bought this Tesla, but he also owns a Ferrari 458 Spider, which set him back around $245,000. Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is one of the richest people on the platform, who has racked up almost $1 billion through makeup videos and his YouTube channel, and the opportunities that he's been given since becoming big. And of course, if anyone were near a billionaire, they would be buying some of the coolest cars possible, and that is exactly what Jeffree Star has done. With all of his cars combined, Star has almost $1 million worth of cars. But let's get into some of the specific cars which he owns. Star loves his Tesla Model X just like David Dobrik, as his favorite one is decked out in pink. He also bought an Aston Martin Vantage for over $150,000, a Lamborghini Urus which is listed around $200,000, and finally his most expensive car, which is a Rolls-Royce Wrath. And of course, it comes with no surprise that this car is also pink, as it seems like pink is both his favorite and his trademark color. Salamandrin. Salamandrin may just be the biggest car lover on this list, and for him, it does not seem like driving and collecting cars is just a hobby, but more of a lifestyle. He has also made his love for cars into a sort of business, as he buys and sells cars for a source of revenue as well. He loves to drive around in a car for a video or two and then sell it, which makes the viewers astonished at just how cool and expensive these cars that he owns really are. One of his most expensive and favorite cars is his Rolls-Royce Ghost, which is listed at a whopping $320,000. He's bought his wife an AMG G63, which is listed at around $150,000, which is a matte gold SUV that is made with a unique and head-turning style. Salamandrin also has an AMG GRT with the Red Bull insignia all over it, which was bought for around $190,000. And possibly the top sports car which he owns is his Aston Martin DB11 Volante, which is listed at around $255,000 with an amazing engine and is just an overall amazing car. Jojo Siwa. Siwa has been a well-known name ever since she was young, and of course it is weird now to hear that she is even old enough to drive. And not only that, but she is 17 years old. And with the amount of fame which she has gotten ever since a young age, of course this comes with some money, and with that money, Siwa has bought some pretty sweet rides. She owns a Tesla Model X, which seems pretty popular among many YouTubers, as both Jeffree Star and David Dobrik love this car just as much as Siwa does. She also owns a BMW 4 Series convertible, which is a pretty sweet ride as well, and sells for around $53,000. And even though it's not as expensive as, let's say, a Ferrari or a Rolls-Royce, it's still pretty fun to drive. James Charles. James Charles is a well-known YouTuber on the platform for his beauty and makeup videos, as well as his collaborations with celebrities, other YouTube sensations, and social media stars from various platforms. And with the amount of fame which he gets, of course a lot of money is gonna be rolling into his bank account. And, like many other YouTubers, James Charles does own a Tesla Model X as well, which just shows us how likable this car really is, because YouTubers with millions of dollars would not all be buying this car if it wasn't fun or nice to drive. But other than this Tesla, we really do not know too much more about Charles's car collection, because of course, he really does not post too much about his time out and about. Ace Family. The Ace Family is one of the biggest family vlogging channels on YouTube and one of the biggest vlogging channels in general, with millions of subscribers and billions of views to their name as well. And of course, with all of this fame comes a lot of money, and with all of that money, you can buy a lot of pretty sweet things. And the Ace Family seems to really enjoy spending money on luxury cars, sports cars, and any cars which are sweet to drive around in general. To start off their car collection, they have 3 different high-end and expensive Jeeps which they love showing off, and they are great for driving, especially off-road. The Ace Family also owns one of the most expensive cars that money can buy, a Rolls-Royce that costs around $320,000, which is more than triple the amount of money that their Jeep collection is worth, and the Rolls-Royce is only one car. The father of the family, Austin, has a pretty sweet Lamborghini Huracan Evo, which costed him $280,000. And to add on to that, it was actually his wife who bought him this car as a birthday present. And to finish off our video, we have the YouTuber and brother of FaZe Rug, Brawadis, who seems to share his brother's love for cars, racking up a pretty nice car collection himself. He bought his first sports car back in 2017, And ever since then, he hasn't looked back, since he bought his first car as a BMW i8, which is sold for just over $150,000. Some other cars which the vlogger has bought have been the McLaren 570 Spider, which costed him around $220,000, and many other cars, and has also gifted some cars to his family as well, out of the kindness of his heart. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications to be alerted anytime a new video drops. And don't forget to comment on whose car collection surprised you the most and which one you like the most.